getting into kind of the final, very final thing. Zay Flowers, Ravens rookie wide receiver, first round pick, 4 consecutive wide receivers drafted. He was the third.
Yeah.
Joshua, this is a tough rookie of the year race. You got 3 quarterbacks starting week 1 that are rookies. You've got 2 running backs drafted in the first round, both to teams with good offensive line and good run games. And then you have 4 first-round wide receivers. Is Zay coming out of this season with Rookie of the Year?
Jordan Addison's not going to see the ball a lot due to Kirk Cousins still throwing it to Justin Jefferson, so we can take him out. Bijan Robinson, I feel like he's going to be the vocal point of that Atlanta Falcons offense. What's the other running back that got drafted?
Gibbs.
Oh, to Detroit. I think he's a close number 2. I feel like they're going to work him like a dog out there in Detroit, even though they do have a strong wide receiver core. But Jared Goff?
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff and Dak Prescott are 1-1. They literally need a good running game to get them going. So possibly he could be a strong number 2. CJ Stroud, you can take CJ already out because week 1 we already going to shut that down. No disrespect to you. Bryce could arguably win for the simple fact that he is the stature of Drew Brees at 5'9", and he has to go crazy. I know everybody talk about him not seeing over the offensive line. I mean, that's been the case since his modern day days in California, and he's gotten to this level, so you can't even use it as an excuse anymore. As far as my other wide receivers, as much as I love my other guys, things of that nature, the way that we're about to use Zay Flowers is about to be taking damn near close to as many snaps as Travis Hunter on the offensive side of the ball. I'm gonna be real about it. We're gonna be working Zay, and Zay going to make this thing look so effortlessly. I feel like he's gonna have I don't like this guy, but I gotta say it. I think he's gonna have Antonio Brown, Tyreek Hill type of year. He's gonna be the focal point. I know we talked about X factors earlier, and we said it. All 3 of those wide receivers can be an X factor. I feel like if Zay has a great year, he's really that chess. He's that chess piece that can be our checkmate guy. So I think he does. I think he does win Offensive Rookie of the Year, especially if we make it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think when it comes down to players, right? I think you nailed it. I don't think Addison's winning. He's not going to be the focal point. I don't think Quentin Johnston's winning.
Hell no.
I don't think a quarterback's going to win because I don't think any are in a good enough situation. I think it comes down to, I think if I was to order them, I'd go Bijan, Gibbs, Zay, JSN. I think those are the 4 guys. Really, when you're looking at it, maybe Anthony Richardson if he puts up 1,000 yards rushing, but the Colts are going to be so bad where it's
they don't even have JT. JT is on IR, so no.
Yeah, they're going to be 3-14, and you're not giving it to the quarterback of the 3-14 team when potentially Gibbs goes to the playoffs as the lead back, putting up 50 receptions and 1,000 yards, or Zay Flowers. If he steps up, I mean, the way that we've seen him, I mean, he's unreal, right?
Yeah.
It was watching the Ravens when he was on the field was what is going on? We've never had a player on offense, not just a wide receiver, on offense that I have seen make that much of an impact. Not Mark Andrews, not Jamal Lewis, not Ray Rice, not Torrey Smith, not Anquan Bolden. The way that he made the defenses change. I'm not saying he's better than any of those guys, but from what we've seen, the way that defenses have to play the Ravens and how much more dynamic they are with them, right? You take Jamal Lewis off those Ravens teams. Yes, they're worse, but they still have a running back and they can still run the football.
Yeah.
You take Mark Andrews off the Ravens, right now. You still have Isaiah Likely. He's still a tight end that can get open, catch, and block. You take Zay Flowers off the team and you go, oh, we no longer have a dynamic player after the catch that is able to get his own separation. Like, we just don't have that guy. And he's, he could very well go down as, this isn't even a hot take. He could very well be the best Ravens wide receiver ever after 5 seasons. That's not even that hot of a take. Like, the Ravens haven't had a good wide receiver for 5 seasons. And he can come in and he can put up 800 yards and 6 touchdowns. And not just in like a, we only put him in, but 800 yards is in teams are doubling him. Teams are going, okay, we can't let him beat us. Because I think the same thing happened when we drafted Bateman, and the hope was it's not about him having a, 1,500-yard year. It's about him having an impactful year. Zay Flowers is probably going to have the most impactful year on his team's success out of all the rookie players.
You know what, McConnell? Let's take it one better. And people don't talk about it, but you brought it up in previous episodes where you like a wide receiver that can get those pass interference calls. I think he's going to be that guy. we've heard about him in practice. We've seen it live in preseason. These guys can't stick with this man. And that's why I'm giving him, that Tyreek Hill, that Antonio Brown type of esque. That's why I'm putting him in that category. I feel like he can do that. We've seen Tyreek Hill with the deuces and run pass. We didn't see Antonio Brown, kick people in the face and still make a touchdown. We don't want that. We don't want Zay to do that. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, but we are just asking for Zay to be that guy, that drill, that dog. Do what he did at Boston College. Be that joystick that we all know he can be, man. And the way he breaks down the game and analyze the game, like I don't know if you saw his Wired Up clip, hearing him talk about how he breaks down opposing teams' corners, and in practice he has his teammates on the defensive side play them how corners would play him in the regular game, and that's how he works and gets better. I'm like, dang, you don't hear that. You don't hear that from too many wide receivers. I know we hear about Chad, saving money by sleeping in the stadium, and other people talking about practice and and things of that nature. But to hear a wide receiver say, "Hey, I'm gonna break down the film like this, and I'm gonna have my guys work with me on this, and I'm gonna get right like this, and then when it comes Sunday, I'm gonna do this." I'm like, well, hold on now, young man. You're wise beyond your years, and I guess you have to do that when you are, the oldest out of 14 siblings. So I definitely feel like he's ready for it. He ain't scared of it.
I'd agree with that, but everyone, season's happening, guys. This week, let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe for daily Ravens content. If you're watching this on, Spotify, if you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to follow, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, whatever it is your platform allows you to do. It does help out the channel. It does help us out. So thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see all of you again next time.